Hey, sunshine. Oh, Jesus. Oh, mercy, mercy, mercy. I decided to come out here and walk. It's a little chilly, but Trisha has been adding her steps, and she gets 10,000, over 10,000, but she makes sure she get at least 10,000. And she just encouraged us to get out, start small if you have to. And so I'm right down the street from Target. And right when I was getting ready to hit the button, I got a call that someone died. Woo, Lord have mercy. I told you it was like just been feeling a heaviness. Can't even really identify one thing that it is, but it's just like so many people have been passing away. And I came out here just to walk and to fuss about Verizon, but I can't even talk about them at the moment because I have to say, um, we got to start being obedient, y'all. When the Lord gives us a word, some instructions, we better find ourselves doing them. That's the message. That's the word. That's the post. Find yourself doing it. I'm going to Target. There's nothing in here I need. Hope I don't slip down while I'm live, because that live will get deleted quickly. Oh, Lord have mercy. I don't even know what to say. That call was so unexpected. Be obedient. Be obedient. Ooh, this is ice up over here. I really am gonna slip if I stay up there. So yeah, I just came out here to walk to get some steps and in the process, before I even click live, someone calls me and told me a mutual friend passed away, and it just kind of threw me off a little bit. Actually, a lot. Seems like I've been thrown off by death a lot here lately. There's so much ice. I'm gonna slip down if I ain't careful. Trying to be careful. Take little penguin steps. But I came live because I was walking, trying to get my steps in, or some steps at least anyway. And I just got off the phone with Verizon. So that had kind of got up underneath my skin a little bit. So I was like, well, while I'm walking down here to Target, I'm going to talk about them. That's why the live is titled Pulease. Pulease. My bill is like $130 for one phone on Verizon. And the man told me he could give me like $14, I think, credit. $14. Like, why is my bill $130? Well, you get Disney Plus, Hulu, and ESPN. I don't care. I don't want any of that. I have a TV over here that does not even plugged up. As a matter of fact, when I went to the store yesterday, I bought a little antenna for it, just in case I might feel like watching TV. And I have a fire stick for it, just in case, but it's not even plugged up. So I don't care nothing about that. And at one point, I was paying for it for the kids to have it, but they young men now. It's time for them to pay for whatever it is they want. They want Hulu, pay for Hulu. You want Disney Plus, pay for Disney Plus. But I'm not about to keep paying $130 to Verizon for a premium service, and I'm getting some poor reception, poor service. Please. That's what I said. Ooh, I came out here walking here looking a mess. Um, I said, please. And so he stayed on the phone with me a long time trying to convince me to stay. And the only reason that I didn't move Sean's phone when I moved mine and Joshua's was because the no contract, we had a device that still needed to be paid for. And so it's like $500 to pay for the phone and move it. So I was like, oh, But at paying $130, if I do the math, it's better for me to go ahead and pay for the $500 and move over to Spectrum. Spectrum, I have two phones on there. I think it's $60 for two phones, and I'm paying 130, 120, 130 for one phone. It's 120 something, right at 130. So that's why I'm like, please, Verizon. And then, so my point, now that I done fussed a little bit, my point was I told him, you know, y'all would rather lose me altogether as a customer versus work with me and try to give me a better rate. I said, but now I know my value. And so I had to come and say, when you know your value, I'm trying to put y'all in this buggy without breaking this thing. I don't know if it's gonna work. Let's see. When you learn your value, you don't fall for that stuff no more. Like, you just don't. And I think just over time here lately, I'm like, you can't do me the same type of way and I just roll over and take it. No. So, um, I walk down here to Target just to get my nerves a little bit of exercise because Verizon had really got on my nerves. Because I told them, y'all don't value me. Every time we in the call, thank you, we value your business. No, you don't. Because if you did, you would be trying to keep it. Like, yeah, you would be trying to keep my business and reduce my bill so that I wouldn't go anywhere. But instead, you telling me why it's okay for it to stay $130 and the best you can give me is $14. And then he put me on hold and he came back and he's like, well, um, what is that? He came back and he said, I talked to my manager and we've already given you something. He said, $14, something off the phone. It wasn't anything. I said, y'all could give me 2 or 3 phones as much as I have paid y'all over the past 18 years I've been with them. 18. Paying premium prices. I got to stop. Let me get up the house. Paying premium prices for poor service I told him, don't get me wrong, I'm still with Verizon because we went to Spectrum, and Spectrum is just Verizon, just a cheaper version of it. But I really haven't had any problems with Spectrum. It started out rocky in the beginning, but now I don't have any problems. So why would I take my hard-earned money and pay it to Verizon for the name? It's time for us to understand that we can't keep making these companies that's already big billionaire companies richer while we struggle. And I would rather my $120 be in a savings account earning a little to nothing, but at least earning something is better than nothing, or invest it somewhere. Like I told him, I value me and I value my money. And so, since you don't value me or my money, I could just take it somewhere else. I said, I've never had a problem. I said, well, I don't want to say never, but I've always pretty much had a good experience with their customer service. So, Verizon has good customer service, and that's fine and dandy. But I don't need to pay for good customer service. I need to pay for good phone service. That's what I was paying for, and I dealt with it. I dealt with it for too long. Like, and I didn't have to. But it just put me in the mindset. It put me in the mindset of when you really deal with things because you feel like you have to. And I don't want anybody to ever feel like they have to deal with anything. Know your value, know your worth, understand it matters where you spend your money. And if people can't appreciate that, then you spend it somewhere else where you are appreciated. So, Pulease. That's what I told him. Man at Verizon, Pulease. He was so nice though. He says, I understand it's like going to an expensive restaurant and you're not getting a good meal. Then he tried to come back and say something like, oh well, even if it's not a good meal, you could put ketchup or no, don't even go there with me about 100 we talking about reoccurring. I said, and then you're going to talk about, oh, this is not going to be, he didn't use the word reoccurring. He used something else to say whatever credit, whatever $14 credit he was about to give me, it wasn't going to be ongoing and reoccurring. Well, that ain't going to be reoccurring, and neither is my direct deposit going to be reoccurring because, I mean, my automatic payment, it's not going to be reoccurring anymore either because, please, I can go get service somewhere else cheaper and be a-okay. Like, stop staying with these people out of comfort. I think I stayed with Verizon because Verizon, they advertise themselves as the best network and this, that, and the third. But you gave me poor service and you charged me a premium price. So I'm going to pay to get out of this non-contract, this device contract, and I'm going over the spectrum. You don't value me, I don't value you. And I told that man, I said, maybe at one point I didn't know my value, but I do now. And so I'm taking me and my money somewhere else. And he kept me on that phone trying to convince me to take this and to take that and let's try this and let's try that. No, I've been with y'all 18 years. If y'all ain't got it together, I waited for them lies. Oh, we gonna get 5G and this and that and the other. They still don't have 5G in our area. Still blaming it on the trees by my house. So whatever. But y'all pray for my friend's family. We just got the phone call that he passed away, and he was a young man too. So it's just a lot of that going on. Just I'm telling y'all, I knew it was a heaviness on me. Started yesterday. I think it started Saturday when the lady told me that her middle child committed suicide. I think I just been in a funk ever since then. But I came out to walk, so I want to encourage y'all to walk, pray for the family. Let's pray for one another. At the end of the day, we all need prayer. Nobody may not have called and told you something bad happened to them today, but life is life, and life is happening at all times, at any given moment. And yeah, we just gonna continue to pray for one another. Thank y'all so much. Hey, Sharon. Hey, Bernard. Hey, Elizabeth. Thank y'all for jumping on here. I came and walked down here. So Target is a block away. And this is my first time walking down here. And then Walmart is right across the street. So I've been doing good, saving money, because I think it's just time to do life differently. And so I just came to get some steps in. I don't know why I got this buggy because my arm not swinging. I don't know if this Apple Watch is picking up my steps, if my arm is not swinging and holding on to this buggy or not. So I'm going to let y'all go get back to your life. I feel better. Go share a smile and spread some sunshine.